There we go, unmute my microphone, always helps, doesn't it? Good evening, how are we doing? Right, we're going to be revisiting the U1 U-Bahn Hamburg route this evening. So, we're going to do an end-to-end drive with one of the scenarios. I think it's the opposite one we didn't do when we last streamed it a couple of months ago before ahead of around its release. So, this is a morning run. I think the other one was like a lunchtime one, so we're basically going the other way as to last time. So we're starting at one of the ends, going to the other end. I can't remember which end we're at, but we're going to go and take a nice little drive and just take it all in. Again, if you haven't picked this up, it's available for sale. The link will pop up every so often on the Nightbot. If you're on Twitch, it'll pop up. But what I'll do is I'll relay that through every so often. Is it picking everything up in background? Because I'm on the rubbish microphone this evening. 1 second, let me just tweak that. It'll be, I can do my filter thing, which on the gain. That might be a bit better. Looks better. Anyway, right, let us explore. So, good morning, colleague. Today you're going to be operating the U1 on its long haul from Norderstedt Mitte to the Großhansdorf. The route is going to take you throughout the city with a tight schedule, so you better not idle around. You can find the IBIS data in the F1 menu. Have a good trip. Right, so that is that. Let us set ourselves up. So pop the key in. This is gonna do its thing. Once the system boots up, we can accept that, and it'll basically set the lights up. I'll do some hellos in a second. I'm just gonna get this ready. So that's on. We need the IBIS data. So the top one is 01 07 06. The zeal number is 42. I think that's the line number, and then the ID is freely selectable, so you can put anything you want in here. This doesn't matter. And then I think, no, it's not that. I think it might be. Oh, it's the green button. Clever. It shows how long it's been since I last drove this. All the details for this are in the scenario F1. Same with the other one. What's that? 01 07 06 42. There we go. Just put loads of ones in and enter. That should do it. Right, doors open. And the AI train comes. This literally just comes up on the last bit of the route. That's actually a DMU unit as well. It's really cool, to be honest. Right, who's in? Adam, good evening. Round night as well. Derek, good evening. Prof, good evening. If you're just watching in the background, good evening as well. Cheers for joining. It is the U-Bahn U1 Hamburg route. We can't actually go all the way through there because of the collisions at the station. You should certainly go for it, Prof. You may well enjoy it. You're farming something. The PIS at the top, I don't actually know if that's actually PIS or anything else. No, that actually doesn't do anything as such on this. There is announcements. I think they start kicking in as soon as we get moving, if I remember correctly. There we are.
Nächster Halt, Richtweg.
going to tweak my camera a little bit because I feel like I'm sat on the actual dash. There we go. If I remember correctly, there is a speed sign here somewhere. There, traction, so we can do 80. So that won't go over 80 kilometres. I was hoping, to be fair, I was hoping to be sharing some information with the DT4 this evening, but we haven't heard anything else back. Things are happening, as far as I can tell you, but unfortunately we didn't get a further email back to say that we could share anything else, so at the moment I can't show you anything. Hopefully we'll be able to share that information with you down the line. But the things are happening as far as I can, as much as I can say and show. I just haven't been given the confirmation that I can share anything in terms of imagery, sadly. Hopefully maybe on the next stream we might be able to give you a bit more information on that. Oh, just a little bit overshot on that. I think that's the DT4 as well. Remember correctly. I've got it. I've got all the information. I've got the manual, to be honest. Just double check on that which one it is. Yeah, that is the DT4. At the minute it's an AI train. This is running sets of 3. We've got 3 sets of 3. Make it up to a 9 car. So this station comes back into the underground for a short period and then it obviously comes back outside again. We do go full underground in a bit. Yes, it can do. It's a little bit on the noisy side. How's that? No better? Not a problem. This is Garstedt. So the computer you see on the left hand side there, that actually lights up and illuminates in and until we leave the station. So for each station, if you think of it a bit like how the S8 works off our Met line, obviously it shows you the camera view. What happens with this, an actual screenshot picture has been taken for every single station, so every camera view is actually different and it'll actually replicate that station. I think it actually replicates it for which way you're going as well. It's quite cool. There's an announcement I think that pops up there.
Einsteigen bitte.
That's mind the gap. Mind the doors. Anthony Wilkinson, good evening. How are you? Well, we've got a bot.
Nächster Halt, Ochsenzoll.
Be gone with your bots. Indeed, exactly. Be gone. I do look forward to when the DT4 comes. Something else that you can have a little razz around on, which is good. It was on our stream when we did the on around the release, and it was on about another route. So we actually did say on the stream that it was working on another route, which I think was another one that actually came off this. I'm not sure if it was to be an extension to this, or if it was like sort of like a standalone using part of the route. It might have been U2, it was U2 or 3, I think. Yeah, it was one of them. I think it may have well been one that came off. Where are we here? I'm not sure if it was one that went off here. Sort of crossed over here somewhere. It's sort of, I think, somewhere in this area. It came off from one of these you mentioned. But again, I've not heard anything, or we've not seen anything else of that at the minute, so I'm not too sure what's going on. But he did say that that was his plan. Which I'd look forward to seeing when that eventually comes. I do like these sort of style routes. Good fun. The trains themselves are Bombardier, which as well, funny enough, they actually sound like the Blackpool trams in a way. The actual motors, you can see, they exactly sound the same. A bit of a reminiscing sound. The Hochbahn. Plenty of camera views for you to stand up. It's quite cool when you can sit and actually stand behind the train cab, the driver's cab. We're actually in the rear as well, which is really disorientating.
Nächster Halt,
Kiewitsmoor.
Kiewitsmoor.
Gives me another line that ran along here. I'm not sure if it was 4 tracks at one point as well, sort of in the steam era. I think I might have well gone a bit too fast there. Too busy taking in the actual ambience of the route. Just wait up here. It doesn't look so bad if you sit here. Kiewitsmoor. It's the old detail that's been put into all these stations. Every station was modelled as well, authentically, so each one's different. They're all custom made. Ladies and Jet, Jordan, Scott Crawford, good evening. I'm doing well, how are you? So some other little bits and pieces on this, so you can obviously, there's varying speeds, obviously slow for that depot and stuff like that, but if we go back, on there, there's nothing as such on that one. We've got the wipers. You can flip between 2 different wiper modes. I think this one may well be sort of like an intermittent if it comes on. Well, that should be intermittent. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Condolences. Yeah, very sorry. Got temperatures on there, but the temperatures don't do anything, so it's a bit more of a visual on the side of things. And parameters, again, there's more of a visual side of things, but there is some bits and pieces you can do on the actual screen as you see there. And we're not going to go flying through the station. should actually stop at the H. Just looking on the bottom. So that's like a fault screen, I think. Info screen. Failures, yes, so that's the failures. It's the info screen. Train state. So tell us that the doors are open as well. On the left hand side. Solid black lines the way we're driving on. Dots are the rear. You see the lights have just gone out for the doors there. The door's now shut. Main menu. Fizz. That's to do with your PIS. Don't do anything as such. Again, it's just a visual on that side of things.
Nächster Halt, Langenhorn Markt.
Horn, well, the whistle on this, it's like a whistle really, but it's a little bit different on this. It's actually on key binding to B rather than space. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that one took do take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, this one, to be fair, I think is a lot easier than the Frankfurt U-Bahn driving wise. It's pretty easy to get going. It's literally the key in, accept it, and you can then essentially drive it. You don't have to put the IBIS in if you don't want to. But everything the IBIS, if you want anything else, is up here as well. If you look around in that screen, all the codes are up here as well. Plane.
Nächster Halt, Fuhlsbüttel.
There's no P's of V. No, thankfully. Don't have to worry about that today. Turn my steam on. Otherwise, I just keep seeing my brother open up the game. There we go. It's gone. So the aeroplane comes as it's like a loco essentially. It runs on a piece of invisible track, so you can actually path it in your scenario. You don't have to have it. You just have to time it basically for when you want it to go past, like as you pass by in the area. You literally just place down the track and just path it like you would with a normal train. I wonder if there's a potential bug maybe, because they actually do show the screens in the other view. I have to find out on that one. You could be right, actually. The screens probably should show up. I can pass that over to the dev.
Nächster Halt, Fuhlsbüttel.
the street scene stuff as well. Like so, let's pause the game. Just so you can have a look around here. There's all sorts going on around the roadside, especially around the station and that. Couple light works on L, as to be expected. I'll bring up the map again in a second just to show you where we are in comparison to that, like the size of the route. An end-to-end drive does take about an hour and a half, hence tonight's run is about an hour and a half. Hello Jack, how are we doing, mate? Evening Darko. How are we both doing? Just to give you an idea, so we started at the top here. We are here at the minute. So obviously we've got all the way around to go. This section around here is where the underground part is. And then we go back outside to the countryside again. I think we're going here. There is another stub of track as well, which we still haven't done actually, to be fair. But the scenario that covers that in the route is in the night, so can't really drive it on the stream at night time because you won't see it. Evening Rogue, how are we doing, mate? And yeah, it has indeed, Jack. No, I hope you're keeping well. It has been a while.
Nächster Halt, Kleinborstel.
Kleinborstel. Oh, have you? What are you doing on that, Rogue? All the best for it. Gotcha. Oh, all the best for it. So you see in the middle of the track as well there's a wire. So that picks up the screen. So when the train comes into contact with that, that's when it lights up the screen basically. It knows it's in the station. It knows what to display. It is. It's a lovely line. It's a nice long drive as well, which is cool. Loads of detail, and it's cool if you're a Subway fan, all that sort of like Metro and stuff. Like fast paced working, it is good fun. A lot of work went on this. I remember the dev saying a good few years. All the stations were recreated from scratch. I think there's like 30 to 40 stations. I've got the information here.
Nächster Halt,
47 stations.
Ohlsdorf.
All
Übergang
47.
zur S1. Anschluss in Richtung Hamburg Airport.
Next stop, Ohlsdorf. Change here for Hamburg Airport.
So even though we're past the plane over there, this is the actual stop for the airport. You change here for the airport. All here at like proper specific types of cars as well, and they're on the right side, like the wrong side. Well, I call it the wrong side, but the right side for here. Yeah, it's all like proper prototypical stuff you'd get around here. And I think they're all new models like for the route as well. They're all based on proper cars, which is cool. The speed dropped to 50 there. S1. I mean, it's not just the player train, you get all the AI trains that come with the route, and they're all very high detailed, even for AI. This is the depot for the S1 stop. You don't use this in the actual route itself, but it's there. It's there to see. And it's got trains in it. It's a 474. I'm not sure if have we got that route in TS or TSW anywhere. I don't know.
Sengelmannstraße.
Should be actually setting my speed down to 50 here. So I'm going to set that to 50. It'll put the brakes on for us to where we need to be, and then it'll keep itself again. So if you're above where you click on that, it'll set you down to where you need to be, and it'll hold. And it's back up to 80 again now, so just click it. Oh, that sounds good, Rogue. That sounds like my cup of tea. We can't take any credit, Rogues, on this one. It was done by another developer. We virtually just publish this. Just publish it and stream it, and that's as much as we've done with it. It came to us complete and in a finished state, and then we just released it. But yeah, the developer behind it has put a lot of work and time into this. And it just shows. Yeah, it's definitely not in TSW. I've not seen anything like that on there. Maybe TS? Maybe some stubs of it in other routes. I'm not too sure where it covers, to be honest. Where it sort of comes in and out, intertwines. There's a route to Hamburg and TSW, but it's... Right, I'm with you. The train we're driving is a DT5. These were built between 2010 and 2022, so they've only just sort of like come out of production only last year. The train length is 39.6 metres, they weigh 54.2 tonnes approximately, and they're built for speed of 80 kilometres. It's a HHA type DT5, is the correct term. If you do come to pick the route up, one thing you need to be aware of having installed and enabled is the Academy, so Train Sim Academy. It uses the passengers off that. Otherwise it's all self-contained in its own package. The passengers were swapped over by Benedict for the release, because they originally had the old Kuju people on the platforms. Yeah, Benedict went through them and swapped all of them over, so they had better, more modern looking people to suit the actual right route. The older stuff just doesn't do it justice, and these obviously make them, just makes it look so much better. A lot more variety as well. You don't get the same guy walking around in a puffer jacket.
Nächster Halt, Lattenkamp.
Lattenkamp. Pull this down to 60. See, it's putting the brakes on now. There is as well a number of scenarios on is it railsim.de for this route as well. Now there's a number of scenarios that have popped up on there. I've not played it myself, but definitely worth looking at if you do pick up the route and you want some more scenarios. It gets going pretty quick, this
Nächster
thing.
Halt, Hutwalker Straße.
So with as well, for anyone that will be with us on our next stream, we're planning ahead just a little bit in advance for it because some artwork stuff getting ready. The suppliers are basically off on a holiday, so we've devised a plan for that. So do ensure that you do join us for that one. We've got some new content coming for that one in the form of the Wessex route. We'll be doing a little bit of a stream on that. I think we'll be doing a section of the route which will be the Southampton down through to Salisbury section. So, not to be missed. Route's won't be getting released around that time, just to point that out. But that section route is at a stage where we are happy to show it off. Basically, there's still a fair bit of work to be done. We're happy to show that, so do come and join us for that. Get the right place being on this camera. Very much. I think I've done better on that camera than I have on in cab. So that's the U3. Off to Schlump. Is it Schlump or Schlummel? Schlump. Just can't see all the P on it. I think we're heading into the tunnels now.
Nächster Halt, Klosterstern.
We'll get into the tunnels anyway. Yeah, we are at the tunnel. It's very handy though, just clicking the speed. sorts it right out for you. Pretty lazy. Quite similar to the underground in London. These are all stations have their own style of artwork in them. There's a lot of different styles on tiling. Which you can go and investigate.
Nächster Halt, Hallerstraße. So not too far, about halfway. So I'd say about here is about halfway point, to be honest. Nächster Halt, Stephansplatz. Übergang zum Regional- und Fernverkehr, zum Kongresszentrum sowie zum Messegelände Eingang Ost.
Next stop, Stephansplatz. Please exit here for regional and long-distance trains, as well as Congress Center and Exhibition Halls entrance east.
So I actually call them out in like English as well, the announcements. When it's like an important stop where you need to change. It's quite cool. But smaller stations it won't, it just does them in the German language. It's a very bright station. Lime green. Like ventilation or something like that. one station I didn't get a ticket. Quite well.
Nächster Halt, Jungfernstieg. Übergang zur U2, U3, U4, S1, S3 zum Rathaus und zur Alster-Touristik.
Next stop, Jungfernstieg. Please exit here for Town Hall and Alsterboat trips.
Evening, Gary. Apologies if that message has been through for a while. There's only just popped up a load of them, just literally clicked in together. Jaju, good evening. Choo-choo indeed. Hope you're doing well, Gary. And this would be an interesting move to. I agree. This sort of stuff would work quite well with TSW. I think. Nice to wander around the stations. The only problem is there's a lot of stations. So there's a lot of stations to budget in for a project. That's the key factor, unfortunately. It sort of makes some of these sort of projects hard. To have all them made custom, it would cost a lot of money. And in TSW is a lot harder because you've got to add a lot more stuff to them. Like obviously, you've got to be able to explore them, walk around them all. I do agree, though. It would be cool to see.
Nächster Halt, Messberg.
As well, yeah, the train, yeah, acceleration's quick on this, really good. Which means you can try and keep up with a tight timetable. You need to be on the ball with this one. We've overshot. You know this one, have you not, Gary? It's the U-Bahn U1 Hamburg. Ben, good evening. It's a letter barn. It's a U. We'll have the letter U. How are you, mate? I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Glad to hear you are. Messberg.
Nächster Halt, Steinstraße.
It's a bit nicer on the eyes of this one, it's not so bright. I've got lime greens and oranges. Feels like a bit more of a modern station, this one, compared to some of the others. It's like it's been maybe opened a bit more on the recent side compared to some. Could be wrong. It just feels new. It feels retro.
Nächster Halt, Hauptbahnhof Süd. Übergang zur U2, U3, U4, zu allen S-Bahn-Linien und zum Regional- und Fernverkehr.
Next stop, Hauptbahnhof Süd. Please exit here for Central Station.
Change here for Central Station. So this stop 23 of 44. Even though it said 47 stations, some of the stations actually are model, but you don't actually drive into them as such. You pass by them. Example, when we drove into the tunnel before, there was a station higher above, which you don't drive to. It's obviously you just see it. It's literally next to the tunnel. Here. So I'd say about halfway. Maybe a bit more than halfway. In terms of the mileage, anyway. Due at the last stop about 35 or so minutes, 27 kilometres away.
Nächster Halt, Lohmühlenstraße.
Back to retro. Sugar. Should probably press a bit sooner. Huge map of network. We're on the blue line, which is the U1. Ends here. So we started there. So we've come all the way down. We are at there. At the minute, we're at this one. We go up and then take the line to the right here. Where we'll end up. That helps. Hey, it definitely has the underground feel to it. I mean, there's a lot more outside than inside of this, but then again, actually, to be fair, same with London. More of the underground of London is actually outside rather than in the tunnel.
Nächster Halt, Lübecker Straße. Übergang zur U3.
I'm not too sure, to be fair, on the map for this route. I can certainly find out. Let's have a little Google. I don't know now, to be fair.
Nächster Halt.
Maybe the same guy did all the same sort of like copied the same sort of layout. It definitely does have a sort of look of underground London on the map, doesn't it? You weren't for stopping.
Nächster Halt, Ritterstraße.
Ritterstraße.
Nächster Halt, Wandsbeker Chaussee. Übergang zur S1.
This is where the tunnel comes back out. We'll join up with the other line again.
Nächster Halt, Wandsbek Markt.
So I'd had a 50 because when we come out of here, I think there's a tight bend coming out of the station. Sort of curving around towards the end of the tunnel now.
Nächster Halt, Straßburger Straße.
You'll have noticed as well, if you keep up to date with the Trains and World side of things, you'll have seen that we made it onto the road map a bit back a couple of weeks ago. So big progression really in getting onto there. So I think moving forward, I think there's a meeting due at our end with the marketing team. So hopefully we can get some more leeway on to hopefully getting what we're working on out there, so you know what we're up to. So keep your eye out on future road maps. We may very well be able to get that information out there. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping we can. I think Scott's hoping we are as well. He wants to start showing what we're doing. So he's been trying to get that there for a good year now. You've got the latest version of the Met line, but you try and load up the enhancement, it says it is not. I would drop a support message to the support team. They'll be able to hopefully get you up and running. If you follow that link, Gary, it'll take you through the support team ticket system. Send something through to there about it. As much information as you can. If you can get some screenshots to it as well, pop your screenshots in, and they'll hopefully get you up and running. Could be an issue with the software. They'll figure it out for you. It should, if you've got up to date, it should just install. Basically, if you're getting off the website, it looks for the most up-to-date version of the website's installer. If you're getting off Steam, it looks for a file within the Steam to make sure you've got it off there. If it sees that you've got it, it'll install. So it sounds like there's an issue somewhere there. So yeah, they'll get on top of it for you. They'll sort it. They're pretty quick with stuff like that. I'm just looking. Oh, hang on. Oh, I haven't seen it right. I've just saw Artful's comment on the restream chat, and I thought that's not come through on my thing. Matt Cook, good evening as well, mate. How are you? Awful. Hi Tom and chat. Is this the older train that was hinted? No, this is the one that came with the original release. This is the DT5. There is progression on the DT4. However, unfortunately, we're not able to show it at the minute. We was hoping we'll be able to show it with you, but we haven't had a confirmation that we can share the pictures. So we're hoping that we'll be able to share them maybe for next stream if we can. If we hear a response back in time. We dropped him an email last week. He sent us an email with some pictures of stuff that's happening. Then we sent one back, but we hadn't heard anything back in time for the stream. So the idea was tonight we was going to show you some pictures, but we haven't been able to say yeah we can. So we don't want to just do it and then upset the developer. So bear with us on it. When we get confirmation, hopefully for next stream next month, if we hear back in time, we'll be able to share them with you. Train coming over, that was quite cool. That was timed nicely. But also next month's stream will be featuring some of the upcoming Wessex main line as well, so we're going to be some new stuff, so definitely come and pop in for that. That train's just coming off the siding.
Nächster Halt, Trabrennbahn.
Back to full pelt now. Hello again, Prof. Got you down on the hob, so might be gone in a few minutes. No worries at all. What's on the menu this evening? I've got to keep ab ordered for when I finish the stream. It's coming at 9 o'clock. Butter chicken curry, that sounds very nice. Oh, jacket potato. Oh no, you've ruined it. Gotta have some rice. Rice and chips. Half and half. Oh, fair enough then. Not enough rice.
Nächster Halt, Farmsee.
I'm just going to pop the link for the route through to Restream as well, just so it comes through on all platforms that haven't had the link. It takes your fancy. That might be the development. Is that development? That might be the development page actually. But if you click the link off there, it'll take you to the page. There's one of the top links in the actual thing. I'll send it through on there as well. Well, them links seem to be the same. It'll take you through to it. So the route itself is $29.99 as well. You get that. Say it's 47 stations, 55 kilometres of U1. Good hour and a half drive. There's a number of AI trains as well, so it's not just a player train, but you do get a number of AI pieces of rolling stock, which you'll see dotted about and running along the route, which are all designed to a high quality as well. They've all got sounds. You will get eventually, there will be another train coming to the route, which is the DT4, which currently is an AI only train. That will be coming as a free update, as I say, at some point down the line for you just to download and then continue playing with. I believe some more scenarios that will come with that as well. That's what Alexi said when we did our first stream. The DT4, for anyone that's wondering what on earth a DT4 is that. I think, yeah, that one. So currently we've got the DT5. The depot area as well. You can actually drive in here as well. The doors do open and they do close. The train wash as well works. Remember, we actually did drive this last time. We drove through all this. So you can utilise that as well. Oh yeah, that's weird, isn't it? I've never noticed that. That's well weird. Must be a fair bit of strength in between them. Like that's actually quite a big bar underneath, so it's probably quite strengthened. 2 on that one on that one again. I never knew that. You'd expect maybe like between the two cars together, like one on each side, but no, I've never noticed that. Well noticed.
Nächster Halt, Oldenfelde.
Yeah, like the flirts, that's it, yeah. This depot is situated between the two stations. The route comes with 3 scenarios. It's got a fully equipped quick drive as well, so the quick drive has all the proper stuff in there, so it literally works like a scenario basically. You can jump in at any time of the day and there's all the trains for then. Yubica, good evening. How are you, mate? There is other scenarios available on RailSim Germany, so railsim.de. There is a number of scenarios on there which I've seen. I'll pop the link in for that. Hang on, just so if anyone does want any extra scenarios. One second, I've got a link somewhere. I was on it. I did actually have a look at it the other day. You may have to sign up to RailSim Germany to see these, but there's there's 2 pages. Well, one and a bit of pages of scenarios on there. if you wish to have a download of any if you've got the route. There is a few mods for the route as well on there. If you dig in a little bit, and you'll find there's some bits and pieces.
Nächster Halt, Berne.
That is a cool thing. So, also, Rickard, good evening. Thank you very much for the like on Facebook. Hope you're doing well. So, the cool thing here is I was actually going to talk about this line. I thought originally it was just for like empty moves in terms of like services finishing and wanting to get to the depot, but it's actually a test track. So anything in the depot that comes out and needs to be tested, they'll run it on the main line, I think, so far, cross over, and then they run back down. I don't think they go up and down the same line, but they go up and then come back down this route to keep it out of the way. What's the signals on both sides of the track? We shall soon find out. No, he only runs there. So what happens?
Meyendorfer Weg.
They'll come across, they'll cross over here, turn back and then go back down to the shed. So we're coming up to the junction, next station. I said there's a stub of track that you can run down to Olsted as well.
Nächster Halt, Volksdorf. Dieser Zug fährt nach Großhansdorf. Weiterfahrt in Richtung Ohlstedt vom selben Gleis.
nice station. Which bit of the map are we at? I shall show you. Nigel, thank you for the like. How are we doing? Good evening. So we're here, literally here. So we've just got this little section now to do. If you want to look at the proper tubey style map, let's go and have a look. If I found one. I don't know if there is one. Is there one? Maybe there isn't one on this stations. No. There's an actual tube style station map. But 2D map tells you where we are. Signal's telling us next speed is 50. So you got the 5 and then you had the 0. So we're going to put 50 on our limiter there. No worries. No problem. I'm very well, cheers Nigel. Good to see you. Glad you're well. So you continue straight ahead to go to the branch.
Nächster Halt, Buchenkamp.
It goes back up to 80, so just press the button and away it goes. Bat out of hell. It then turns to single track down here as well. Single track with some passing loops.
Nächster Halt, Ahrensburg West.
There's 5 stations left on this run. You see it used to be double track down here as well, where obviously where some of the bridge has been taken out. Short. it's like it's 50 for these passing loops, and it opens back up to by the station. It's just mainly for the point work. Tatras Trams and Trains, good evening, how are you?
Nächster Halt, Ahrensburg Ost.
Cross under another route there, not sure what line it is though. Hello Baz, has there been an update to the Met line? No, not in a good while. Can't remember the last time that went out, to be fair. Probably last year. So we did the enhancement pack, which probably was about a year-ish now, maybe a little bit more, yeah, actually maybe June time. That came out, that did have an update then, and I think then there was another little update after it, and then I think after that, that's pretty much been it. I'll probably say summertime last year, the last update, I think. We updated the base route for the EP. So for Rex, good evening. Bought the Metropolitan route, I have to say, it's brilliant. Thank you very much for the kind words. Glad to hear you're enjoying it.
Nächster Halt, Schmalenbeck.
Got a red signal here. Something coming off the other line. other trains just literally arrived and got the road again now.
Nächster Halt, Kielput.
Kielkot, I think then it's on to the last one, Grosshansdorf, I think it is. And you put that back onto 80 as well. So when you actually press the button on the screen, you see the little red dash moves. Right, for the limit. Knows obviously where to go to. Might overshoot this one. Oh, very slightly. So you can see as well how these used to be double platformed, just overgrown and track ripped up. Basically the other line is where this footpath now is. Just obviously the odd passing loop that's left. Can't remember if it's double or the other bit. The other line is actually double. There's a load of signs at the other end as well.
Nächster Halt, Großhansdorf. Endhaltestelle.
Double platform at end. There we go, we've made it. An hour and 40, well actually let's say about an hour and 30 to be fair. 10 minutes of the stream was the intro, weren't it? No, we've made it. Oh, we've enjoyed the drive. So the link above I posted, that takes you to some more scenarios. I'll just post that in again for anyone who's just joined us. Route obviously on sale from our website, and that is $32.99. So there's more scenarios available on that link I've just posted if anyone wants any extra ones to drive. You might just have to sign up to the website just to get access to them, but it's quick and easy. They're quite quick to accept. I think you have to wait for a bit to be accepted on that, but they are quick. But yeah, thank you for watching. So next month, next one will be on. Trying to work this out. So it'll be the 25th of April. That will be some new stuff. So we'll be showing some of the new Wessex main line that's coming. So do come and join us for that. Well done. You now have a short break of 9 minutes before turning towards the city. The scenario is finished at this point. I hope you enjoyed it. So it was created by Train FW, and this is one of the ones that came with the route as well. There we go. Thank you for watching, and then yeah, do come and join us next month for some new stuff as well, some exciting bits and pieces. In the meantime, all the best. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you again on the next one. Take care and bye for now.